Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow. It's upon us. Even though many of us are not excited about the two teams that made it, I always get excited for Super Bowl Sunday nonetheless. Eagles, Patriots. You guys let me know in the comments who you got. I'm actually rolling with the Patriots. I do feel like they are the better team, not just because as a Cowboys fan, I want to see the Eagles demise and be upset that they're not going to get their ring. But from a football perspective, I am very very excited about this. I think this has potential to be one of the more exciting tactical matchups for those of us who are football junkies, football nerds, students of the game. I think there's going to be a lot of high-level decisions and coaching matchups and whatnot that we're going to have an opportunity to see because the Eagles coaching staff, they've been A1 all season, and then obviously they're going against the GOAT and Belichick and Brady. I think starting with the Eagles, from a schematic standpoint, you're going to want to try to copy the Atlanta blueprint. I think they have the personnel to do so. I actually think their defensive line is much better than what we saw from Atlanta last year, and they had a lot of success. Grady Jarrett, a lot of those guys getting in the backfield, getting sacks on Brady. They were able to turn him over multiple coverages. Ultimately, they fell apart last year and did not succeed because they played way too many plays. I think they were on the field for 90-something snaps. So obviously, that's not going to be the recipe in terms of the snap count if you're the Eagles, because obviously they're guys like Chris Long and all those guys on the defensive line. Fletcher Cox will tire out. With that being said, though, the Eagles' running game, from a Eagles. I think that's going to be the key to the game, the Eagles running game versus the Patriots defense. Because last week, the Jacksonville Jaguars did have a lot of success. First 2.5, first 3 quarters of running with Fournette. But their running game is not nearly as diverse and creative as the Eagles' three-headed monster with Blood, Clement, and Ajayi. So I'm curious to see how they because Nick Foles is not going to be effective if he doesn't have that run game behind him, and that's one thing that not just Nick Foles has benefited from, but Carson Wentz as well. And if any of you have watched my videos regarding the Cowboys, I often talk about the schematic advantages that the Eagles have and what Doug Peterson has been able to install there. As a football fan, I'm envious of it. So that's going to be a really, really interesting matchup because the Patriots are going to have to slow that down, or else the Eagles are going to be able to keep Tom Brady off the field. Those plays will actually accumulate versus the Patriots defense, ultimately tiring them out and keeping Nick Foles in quarterback-friendly situations. Last week they got the jump on Minnesota at home, and we're able to use that energy to blow those guys, blow their doors off. I don't see that happening. I mean, obviously, the Patriots Super Bowls are always very, very close. They're very, very up and down. Every single one of them. The key, though, for the Eagles is keeping the ball away out of Brady's hands, keeping that play count down. Even if you get up on them, like Jacksonville did, like Seattle did, like Atlanta did, you have to shut the door. You have to try to still limit those possessions and be smart. Be smart with the clock. All of those things. But ultimately, the reason why I think the Patriots will win, even though after stating all of that, Tom Brady, man. Tom Brady, that Patriots offense, I think they always crack the code. They always crack the code, and I know the Eagles are very multiple on defense, and Jim Schwartz and all those guys. I don't care. Brady always figures it out. Brady, I mean, he's going to have Gronkowski. Amendola has been playing at a very high level. But the guy I think that, I haven't heard a whole lot of people talk about, I think Brandin Cooks is going to have a huge game. I look for him to have very similar to what Deion Branch did, ironically enough, against the Eagles back in 2005. I look for Brandin Cooks to have a really, really huge game because the Eagles secondary has been susceptible to double moves. We have not seen that yet in the playoffs, but they have had an issue with that all season. And one of the things the Patriots do well is setting up a play for another play, for the big play, over the top. And I can see that happening second half where Brandin Cooks can get behind somebody and go for a big play touchdown. But I'm sick and tired of all these annoying Eagles fans people at the barbershop and other guys I know back home are just, talking about this is going to be the start of a dynasty and all this other stuff, and y'all haven't even gotten one yet. So, yes, I'm talking trash, even though I have no foot to stand on. I don't care. No leg to stand on. I don't care. I hope the Eagles lose. And it sucks because I don't like the Patriots and I don't like rooting for the Patriots, but it is what it is. And thinking with my head, I think they are a better team. But I'm excited. Like I said, I think it's going to be a very, very tactical matchup. I think it's going to be up and down, just like all of those Super Bowls. I think it's going to be, a 3-point, last-second Brady touchdown or Brady field, lead him down the field, into the game situation that we've seen so many times before. But he just has so many ways to beat you. I love the dynamic, formations and just how multiple the Patriots are. I think that will wear down the Eagles. But, people that are just assuming that this is just going to be another walk in the park for Tom Brady, that's not going to be the case. This will be a very, very tough game. So you guys let me know in the comments who you think will win. That was just my little mini preview. Wish the Cowboys were here. Hopefully we're watching and we learned something. Not too much talk out of media day. Both of these organizations are buttoned up, guys. So you're not going to hear noise and craziness like we've seen from some teams in years past. But hopefully the Cowboys are watching. They can learn and just love to make one of these videos about my guys. I would make 15 matchup videos and all that type of stuff. But excited nonetheless for tomorrow. So like I said, let me know who you guys think are going to win, and we'll see you tomorrow after the game.